Zimbabwe is still on edge Thursday as the nation anxiously awaits the results of Monday's presidential election. A short time ago, Election Commissioner Kubani Moyo announced that the Electoral Commission will start announcing poll results within the next several hours. Security forces have clashed with protesters who are demanding to know who will be the country's next leader. In Harare, the clashes between protesters and police left 3 people dead, and afterward, authorities invoked a law formally calling on the army to help restore order. President Emerson Mnangagwa is calling for an independent investigation of the violence while stressing the need for the nation to move forward together. Mnangagwa says his government has been in communication with opposition leader Nelson Chamisa to discuss ways to immediately defuse the situation. Chamisa and his opposition Movement for Democratic Change party are alleging cheating in the election and say Chamisa won the vote. Results from the parliamentary races have been announced, with the ruling ZANU-PF party winning a majority in that body. Tension is rising in Zimbabwe, and observers say this could be a key turning point for the Southern African nation. VOA's Anita Powell reports from Harare.
With protests mounting in central Harare, Zimbabwe is living through the outcome of the most important election in decades. Results from Monday's presidential contest have yet to be released, though opposition leader Nelson Chamisa claims to have beaten President Emerson Mnangagwa. Protesters did not give their names, but had plenty to say.
You see, they're using military. How can a general be a president? I'm not going to vote for that government. It's full of military personnel.
Army vehicles rolled down the streets in the afternoon, and live gunfire echoed throughout the city. Observers aired their concerns, with the EU and American observer missions noting that the longer the results take, the more tense this nation will be.
I think there is growing frustration since the election day, which was largely peaceful and orderly, about the slowness with which the Zimbabwe Election Commission is producing results. The longer it takes for the Election Commission to produce those results, the greater the level of frustration and the greater the level of concern that the ZEC is not doing a neutral and impartial job.
U.S. Congresswoman Karen Bass cautioned that the election could have consequences.
Shortly before coming here, we passed out of the House of Representatives a resolution really calling on the Zimbabwean people to have a peaceful, transparent, and fair election, and raising the possibility of evaluating U.S. policy. So that hangs in the air, and I hope that that is taken into consideration as the Zimbabwean people go through this process.
But as the sun sets on an uneasy Harare, with soldiers patrolling the tense streets, much more than that is up in the air. Anita Powell, VOA News, Harare.